Okay. Hey guys, it's Jovi and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. How are you all doing today? Please don't forget to like this video. Okay, like it now because you're going to forget to like it later. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my other social media platforms. I'm Jovi Beauty. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. Please follow, please subscribe. Quick disclaimer. I am literally 2 stops away on the Amazon delivery, guys. So in a couple of minutes, I might have to pause for a little bit, go let the groceries in, and then, I'll put them up after the live. But I'm just letting y'all know, the man should be here in about 15 minutes or so. I don't know, child. He a couple of blocks away, 2 stops away. I don't know. I was trying to hold out. But I wanted to be on time. As y'all can see, y'all get to see my beautiful face today, okay? My contacts, I done switched them out. I feel so much better. I've been running around all day. Also, before we even begin today's story, I would have pushed this back, but I'm trying to at least be on time, Anyway, y'all know we are in the process of processing. Okay. We're in the process of processing. I'm going to say that, for those who know the deal. So I've been on the phone with the processors, okay, from yesterday, because they're trying to push my stuff to get me in on the 1st. So if I have to stop for a moment and take a phone call and answer a question or two, that's just what I'm going to have to do. And y'all just going to have to sit back. Y'all just going to have to sit back and wait for your girl to finish, okay? We got shit going. We got shit going. I got to start moving this shit. All right. So, okay. So that was the disclaimer. Today, guys, we are talking about, I saw this, Paris Milan posted it. Shout out to Paris Milan. She posted about this mom who was assaulted by her son. We will get into greater details in a moment. And then I took my ass over to her page because, even though I don't like Facebook, I still have a Facebook child. So I took my butt over to her page to see what the hell was going on. And I wanted to talk about this because I think it is these are the people. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, and you might not like it, but I don't care. These are the people who make excuses for the likes of your perverted son that you allow to live in your house, your perverted brother, the Tory Lanes of the world, guys who abuse girls, but you mad at them. This is the shit that unfolds because unfortunately, a lot of the times, and let's just be very fucking frank, especially men like this, men like her son who has previously done this. Again, we'll get into the details in a few. A lot of the times, most of the time, okay, I watch enough Criminal Minds. I've watched enough Criminal Minds to tell you that a lot of the times, the real person that they want to attack is said mom who make excuses, is said sister, is said aunt, whoever they were raised with, that they have an abnormal, dysfunctional view of, and they just so happen to take it out on other people. This situation is tragic as hell. I don't wish this on no goddamn body, okay? This might be the most disturbing thing we've had to cover. Be very cautious about the comments you put in the chat. Remember, please do not curse. I'm going to try my best to be very cautious of how I describe this situation because you already know the algorithms ain't about this shit. And I would like to keep my channel. I would like to keep the video monetized. If not, please don't forget to donate, because I don't know if that's going to happen, child. But I would also like to keep my channel. And this is a very disturbing story, but I would like to talk about it. Okay. So I'm going to drop this intro. Hopefully Amazon comes soon. Hopefully the calls for the processing. Okay, because I just took 2 calls for the processing. Hopefully there will be no more calls until after the live. Okay, we're gonna work this out. So let me drop this intro, fix my bonnet, and get on with the rest of the show. Hello? Hold on. All right, that was another important call. The important calls just keep trickling in. I want to click on one comment that I just saw from one of our mods and subscribers. Girl, these are not the type of injuries we refer. Okay, girl, no. Even though this, no, don't throw your hat in here until you hear what I'm about to say. Okay, first of all, I should have pulled up a police report, but I'm trying to think, what should I pull up? Let me pull up what occurred recently. First, let me pull that up. Hold on. Let me make sure my Facebook is out of view. I don't want y'all be able to see my regular old Facebook. Okay. We're going to show this, and yeah. And then I'm going to pull up a post that this same mother made a couple of months ago. Okay, so we're going to pull those up. We're going to read that. Then we're going to discuss. Okay, hold on. Let me check for my groceries, child. Listen. Facebook. Okay. Let me just check my groceries. 2 stops away. All right. Still 2 stops away. Cool. So this is his mother's Facebook page, right? As you can see, she is, oh, let me click on the pictures first. Let me click on the pictures. As y'all can see, look at her freaking face. Look at her face. Look at her face. Her son attacked her, yes. But this is not just what occurred, okay? Hold on. Oops. How do I get out of this? Hold on. I don't know. Y'all know I don't know Facebook like that. I really try not to know Facebook like that. Okay. People are sending this mother well wishes, as they should. She's been through a hard situation. But let's get back into it. She's been through a hard situation. Can I say this? Let me say this. She's been through a traumatic situation that I don't wish on nobody to ever occur to them, any shape or form. But I will say that when he was doing it to other women, it was okay. Ain't no weapons formed against my son. My son, my son, my son. My son, my son, my son. Until your son did it to you. Now let's go. Listen, I have empathy. I don't wish this on my work. I don't wish this on the worst of the worst of the worst enemy. Okay? I don't really have no enemies, but you know what I mean. I don't wish this on no fucking body. But it's not lost on me. The irony of this shit is not lost on me. The dysfunction of when these women who turn around, let me say what I gotta say before I pull this shit up. These women who turn around and talk, and talk about a Meg the Stallion, and the irony of a nigga coming and bust them upside the head. Okay? Like the universe ain't no fucking joke. Don't be putting God's name in your foolery. Like when we was talking about Tory Lane daddy, when Tory Lane daddy need to blame himself for why his son is like that because he abandoned him. Don't use Jesus' name in vain. I'm not even a Christian. Hello. Well, you know. So okay. She said, good evening. I would never share this disturbing traumatic experience. However, I pray this will help someone. On Saturday, Kendra Hamlin, I guess that's the girlfriend, okay? Kendra Hamlin and my 30-year-old son, Melvin O'Neill, okay? She put a name on it. She put a stamp on it, okay? Visited my house at 8:30 in the morning. We laughed, talked, they argued. Then she left my son, yes, my son, that I gave birth to at my house, saying she would come back to get him, okay? She left. Maybe she didn't want to deal with him no more. This is the burdens that y'all put on other women. Hello, this is your burden. And him came back with a vengeance. No shade. No shade at all. Just tea. Shit. Hold on, y'all. Getting this paperwork papering. This is the third call today. Hold up. Where's my delivery guy? I'm just trying to check on the food, y'all. Just let me check on this food. Paperwork papering, child. But whatever. We trying to get downstairs. Hold on. Let me just check on this food. The door might ring any moment now. Hold on. Anyway, I'll check on it. Okay. Sorry. I'll start over. Sorry. Okay. When the doorbell ring, I'll get it. Good evening. I would never share this disturbing traumatic experience. However, I pray this will help someone. On Saturday, January 7th, Kendra Hamlin and my son, 30-year-old Melvin O'Neill, visited my home at 8:30 in the morning. That was early as shit, number one. Okay, I'm going to just say early as shit. I don't know why they visited people's house that early. Don't come to my house that early. But anyway, we laughed, talked, they argued. Then she left my son, yes, my son that I gave birth to at my house, saying she would come back to get him. My ex-son, that's now the ex-son, lured me to my bathroom. Then he beat me with his fists, saying he was going to beat me to death. He almost did. He beat me. Then S assaulted me. Did you hear what I just said? He beat his mama, almost killed his mama, then S assaulted her. This will always be a date I will never forget. Please, always be aware of any and everyone. She said, please always be aware of any and anyone. I'm sharing this because I know that none of this was fault. I guess she said her fault. I trusted that my son would never do that to me or anyone. My family has been very supportive, visiting me in the hospital every day, and it definitely helped with my emotional pain. I'm strong mentally, and I'm a survivor. She meant I'm a survivor. I was able to escape, and I'm alive. He, Melvin O'Neill, will spend the rest of his life in prison. I'm going to read that bottom part again. He beat me and sexually aided me. This has always been a day I will never forget. Please always be aware of any and everyone. Girl, I'm going to show y'all something in a minute. I'm sharing this because I know that none of this was my fault. I trusted that my son would never do that to me or anyone. Pause. Now, I'm not even going to go back on her. I'm not even going to go back on her stuff. Hold on. I'm going to pull it up. Ooh, crap. Okay. I'm going to pull it up because Paris pulled it up. You know how Paris will go through a bitch. I'm going to pull it up because Paris got it waiting on us. Hold on. Because Paris was like, where, Sway? How, Sway? Okay, so this is the same mother a couple of months ago. September. Remember how she said she would never forget that date? September. Oops. Oh, shit. Hold on. I don't know what I just did. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm not even going to try to enlarge it. We're just going to read it. September. I'm about to pull this up. Okay, let me check on this damn food. September. Y'all can start reading if you want while I'm checking on my food. One stop away. Okay, and he up the block. Cool. Probably delivering to my building anyway. She said, Lord, I'm calling out and lifting up my son. This is the same son, September, October, November, December, January, that 4 months later, less than 4 months later, did it to her. I'm calling out and lifting up my son. God, you loaned him to me. And I declare and decree that no weapon formed against him shall prosper. I cancel every assignment of the enemy that seeks to destroy him. I plead the blood of Jesus over him. He shall live and not die. I declare the work of the Lord in the land of the living. He shall be successful. He shall prosper. He will receive favor in abundance. I boldly anticipate and declare it done. In the mighty name of Jesus, amen. I challenge all mothers and young adults, sons, to repost the prayer of the righteous. Her son did this to somebody before. Hold on. Her son. Hold on. I got you right now. Let me pull it up because, I don't know what be happening. Boom. A couple of months ago, she prayed over her son in the name of Jesus. Don't put Jesus' name in your mouth. Too many people who put God's name in your mouth, the sin of it all. This is her son. Her son. I'm going to read these charges from 2021. Hold up. Oh, okay. Abduction of a person with intent to defile in 2021. She told us in her testimony in the hospital bed that her son, she would never think her son would do that. Her son has done that. It ain't, you can't trust nobody. You can't trust the R word. You can't trust a nigga who's been accused, I said what I said, of doing something to women and to children. Now, if you gun the nigga down in the street, that's fucked up. It's horrible. But if you're taking something from a girl, or an adult woman, or even an adult man, sexually, and a child, or doing anything to a child, attacking, assault, any wild shit, what don't you comprehend? You want to put God's name and pray over your son. And you know what God told you? Let me show you who your son is. In Jesus' name. How dare she? How dare you speak that fucking prayer over him? You know you raised a bastard. The girlfriend, even though you want to tag her name in it, don't tag her name in it. How much girls in your family have told you that your son did some wild shit to her, but you told them you don't want to talk about it, let's pray on it, until it's you. Now he your ex-son. My son, my son, my son. Please don't forget to like this video on your way in. If you sitting in here, like the video. If you don't want to like the video, you can donate to the channel. Make a decision. Make something happen. Or dislike it. I don't know. So Melvin, her son in Norfolk, I guess Virginia. Abduction of a person with intent to defile. Kidnapping. Okay. Simple assault and battery. Okay. Intercourse with a victim by force or intimidation. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. Simple assault against a family member. Does that mean, hold on, was that 2002? Okay. I don't know if that's the mom, because it's so many charges. I don't know. This says 2001. So this is what he got convicted for in 2001. Okay. So I don't know if this 1 through 6 is what happened recently, or from I don't know. But he already in 2001 got charged with kidnapping and the R word. Kidnapping and the R word. People who take it don't stop taking it. It's just who they are. Period. End of story. Let's be very clear. Simple assault against a family member. If he did it to his mom, how many of his sisters or cousins you think he did it to? It's getting closer. How many of his sisters and mom and parents do you think he has done this shit to? Stab wounds with malicious intent. Did he try to stab her up? He tried to kill her. He stabbed her up. It said stab wounds with malicious intent, aka he was trying to take her out. Yo. Okay. Is simple assault against a family member a misdemeanor? Is that what I'm reading? So before he had 2 felonies and a misdemeanor. Now she want the nigga under the jail because he did it to her. Simple assault of a family member. I guess if you I guess that might entails, you get in a fight with your brother. Not how he gave it up, but the first charge is simple assault with against a family member, which is a misdemeanor. Stab wounds with malicious intent, aka he was trying to take her out, is a felony. By force, threat, mental incapacity, helplessness of victim age 13 plus. Oh my God. Felony. By force, What does that say? It's 2 counts of this. I don't even know who else they did this shit to. 5, carjacking. 6, it's so many charges. Stab wounds with malicious intent. Oh my God. I think these are 2 separate cases. I think he did this shit to somebody in the family. Because it's 2 counts of force, threats, mental help, incapacitated or helplessness of victim age 13 plus. It's 2 counts to that. And then we go down where it say 2003. It's so much fucking charges. Hold on. Ooh. Oh, never mind. Hold on. Oh my God. And then we got carjacking is 5. Then we got another stab with malicious intent. Oh my gosh. Her son, her son, her son. Now listen. You know when you have a savage in your house. You know when when you make excuses for the likes of niggas like R. Kelly. When you make excuses for the likes of, where the fuck is this person going? Oh, the other stop before me. When you make excuses of the likes of Tory Lanez and why, oh, he smacked you, it's cool. Or when you make excuses for your son touching your daughter and not doing anything about it. Your grandchild. Your what the fuck ever. These things can happen. These things will happen. How many women do you think out there have experienced this shit by the hands of their effed up sons that you allow to live in your house until you dead? What do you think they're doing to the old moms who allow them to do this fuck shit for decades? To sisters, cousins, family members, nieces. And now he live in your fucking basement or your back room apartment, and he the one that's taking care of her because ain't nobody else there because they don't really want to be around him. What do you think is happening to that old woman? Oh, hold on. Y'all gonna have to give me a second because I have to transfer something over. I don't want to end this live, but give me like 3 minutes. I have to forward this email to the people. We're moving. Just give me a minute. Okay. Hope that was fast. Sorry. My bad. Well, y'all know I'm moving. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not the fucking food man about to pull up too. Listen, oh my lord. Okay, when he ring the bell, we'll need another second. Anyway, let's get into some of these comments until this food get up here. I'm sorry, but y'all already know the vibes. We moving. I don't know what to tell you. Y'all know we've been waiting on this shit to happen. I'm trying to get all of this shit done. Okay, this is a process, y'all. Shit. All right. She said karma doesn't play. Listen, it was all good, in my opinion, when he was doing it to other people. My son. and not dealing with the reality of who your son was. I'm going to read the prayer she put out again, y'all. Lord, I'm calling out and uplifting up my son. God, you loaned him to me, and I declare and decree that no weapon formed against him shall prosper. What do you mean? The realities of what he has done? I cancel every assignment of the enemy that seeks to destroy him. Are you canceling your own assignment? Because now you want him under the jail. I plead the blood of Jesus over him. I shall live and not die, and I declare the work. He shall live and not die, and I declare the work of the Lord in the land of the living. He shall be successful. He shall prosper. He shall receive favor in abundance. Child, I boldly anticipate and declare it done in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen. I challenge all mothers and young or adult sons to repost the prayer of the righteous. There is power in our prayer for our sons, and God, our Father, hear us. Join me in a prayer for our young boys and young men in Jesus' name. Was she praying for, I don't know if she have any daughters. Was she praying for her daughters when they was telling her what her son did? Because trust me, he ain't just do this to his mama and to some random girl. He didn't just do this to his mama and to some random girl. He did this to people in his family as well. Let's jump into these comments. I'm gonna drop the link. I'm gonna drop the link for the linkies. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on my other social media platforms. I'm Jovi Beauty. I'm Jovi Beauty in all platforms. Please follow, please subscribe. Also, y'all already know our wish list, our moving wish list. Some of y'all have already gotten us a couple of items. Appreciate all of you. We will have a housewarming party when we are downstairs. Okay, now the paperwork. Anyway, in the video description, there is a link to our wish list. If you would like to get me something for our new abode, click on the wish list items. Thank you. Appreciate it. We're moving into the same building, so it's cool. It's cool. All right. I'm sorry. If they phone call me again, y'all know I'm answering. I ain't taking no L's. I ain't waiting nothing. Okay. All right. Thank y'all. Y'all already know we've been waiting for this shit for what, like 3 months. I'm just like so excited that they keep calling me and everything seems to be moving along. Ain't no what? So I'm like, okay. All right, let's do this. Let's go down. It's a tough story. I'm saddened by it. It's sickening. I have 5 brothers. This shit sounds so disturbing to me. So fucking disturbing. I do not like this. Like, we cannot just tolerate bullshit from our sons. From our kids, period. From our sons, and they're out there attacking other women, and we're acting like this, and we're putting prayers on them and acting like this shit, like somebody did something to them. We're raising perverts, and this ain't the first time. I bet you that this little nigga been doing shit like this, intimidate. Talking about he intimidating people, young. He been doing this shit probably since he was a young man, and she been making it. This sounds like the kind of mother prays over your son that making excuses for him since he was a child. I know a couple of kids. I ain't gonna hold you. I know a couple of kids that goes to my child's school that's been in some bullshit, boy children, that's been in some bullshit since elementary school. And it always seems to be some sort of defiling of some little young lady in some way or form. And they moms refuse to recognize the dysfunction of their child. Those are the children that turn into niggas like this. I said what I said. Your son is out here. Let me say this. Your son is out here sexually assaulting I said the word. Assaulting girls in school, intimidating little girls. Don't act like it's not a big deal. Stop pretending like it's not, like it's just, oh, it's just little kid. It's not normal. All little boys don't do shit like this. It's something wrong with your son, your son, your son. If you think your son is doing this to the girls in school and not the little girl you have living in your house, you, ma'am, are fucking delusional. I wanted to tell that to one of the women with her sons. I'm like, you think this little nigga, and why you got a little baby girl? What do you think this little nigga, if he been since he was in 3rd grade and these niggas are now in 8th grade, I'm gonna call a spade, and every year I hear my groceries. Hush. All right. I'm gonna let him leave it at the door for him. I'm gonna let him leave it at the door for a second, okay? If every year your son is being accused of sexually intimidating some girl, trying to touch her, trying to hit her on, trying to touch her booty, trying to touch her boobs. Now we got one, we got motherfuckers that, posted little kitty pictures, or little nude pictures of girls, of girls, on the internet and on the Snapchat and all of this crazy shit. What do you think that nigga is gonna be doing in high school? What do you think that nigga gonna be doing? What do you think that nigga do when you leave the house and you go out and you leave him to babysit your 4 or 5-year-old daughter? What do you think? Because your son wouldn't do it to you. He wouldn't do it to us. 80% of people are molested. Girl children, 81%, my bad. And a lot of those things happen in their home by people that they know, aka their brothers, their cousins, their dads, shit like that. It is just the reality of the shit. Why would you put your child, especially your girl child, in those positions if you didn't hate her? Hold on. All right, shut up. Damn it. So he's leaving it in front of the door. I told him I'm working. I come get it in a minute. Ain't nobody gonna take it. Shut up. Said hush. Come here. Here. I don't cut it out. I do not have time for him barking at the damn man when we trying to stream. Anyway, so the man left it in front of the door. My groceries will be there. Ain't nobody on this floor but me and the old lady next door. Anyway, well, the 2 old ladies next door. They not stealing my groceries. Hey Tiff, how are you? How are you? Again, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I know I can be a little harsh. I know I can say, no, I don't even think I'm harsh. I'm just saying it what it is. We have to pay attention, because you do your son no benefit. They might actually resent you for at least not fucking fixing them when this nigga been a perv his whole life. Right? Because we know these grown-ass men resent us when we allow them to be trash in our fucking house and not the man. They just resent us. Because it's the setup for the failure. He's been a pervert since he was in 2nd or 3rd grade. And instead of getting him counseling, you want to blame it's the girl's fault. It's not a big deal. This is how boys are until the boy get arrested for the R word. You told him growing up his whole life it was normal, and it's just what boys do. What boys that is this normal to? I have 5 brothers. Ain't near one of them ever been accused, arrested, of any assault. Not one of them. This is not what boys do. This is what people who don't like women let their sons get away with doing until it happens to them. Now he's her ex-son. Now she's getting all of the people are sending her flowers and well wishes and shit, when a couple of months ago, September, and I'm not saying that this boy, this is his mom. This is his mom. But he has done this same. I'm going to pull a picture. I'm going to pull a Facebook back up. This is his mom. But this is the same thing he has done to, in my opinion, countless other women. And it was okay when he was doing it to them. How many women has he done this to? We saw just the charges. We know most women don't, especially in the black community, we know most women don't even report assault. Especially when it comes from some savage ass nigga, because they scared. How many times have this boy been accused of this shit throughout his life? And his mother has, Jesus, all the words put against my son, instead of getting your son therapy and help when he was probably 5 and started showing signs of being a pervert. Instead of praying on it. He prayed, you was praying on it while he was praying on you. Hold on. Side note, groceries just keep going up and up and up. Yeah, I ain't gonna tell y'all how much money I done spent on groceries. Oh, I ain't gonna tell y'all that. I guess that's his second trip. I ain't gonna tell y'all how much fucking money I done spent on fucking milk, and I spent on regular shit and then unregular shit. Like, oh my God. Anyway, this is disgusting. This is disgusting. He beat his mom and tried to her out of here. How many other women has he done this to? That she has sat there and accused the women, blamed the women, accused the women, blamed the women. Right? Taras. Got Lolly. Lolly, come here. Come here. I'm not doing this shit with you. I said, come here. Okay, I got a shitload of bags sitting in front of the door. All right, he's done. I think he's done. All right, let's go down, y'all. Let's go down. How are y'all doing? Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and follow me on my other social media platform. I'm Jovi Beauty. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. Please follow. Please subscribe. He took a picture of the thing in front of the door. I'm here, bro. I just told him, I'm like, I'm working. Just leave it there for a minute. What else? And don't forget to donate to your girl. If you like my content, you appreciate my content, please send a donation. Cash App, Super Chat, PayPal. They're all Jovi Beauty. I don't care if it's $1, $5, 10, 20, or 50, girls. You know, everything helps. Everything is working towards building up the channel and the content and getting this shit the way where it needs to be. Okay, so we can get our message out there. Okay, so we can get our message out there. All right, so let's get into these comments, y'all. How is everyone doing? Hope y'all are having a beautiful morning. I'm gonna make some I gotta go to the supermarket. I gotta go to the meat market in a few because I don't really. I buy some meat from Amazon, but not too much. I want to go make pig feet. I'm making pig feet. I was gonna make sauce, but then I'm there. It's all pig feet, okay? But I think I'm gonna make regular pig feet. I might make a little bit of sauce on the side for me, but I'm thinking I'm gonna make pig feet. Maybe tomorrow. Start it early. I don't know if I want to start it at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't know. How do y'all? I don't know. We'll see. All right. How's everyone doing today? If y'all have any suggestions, let me know. I'm thinking about making just some regular old pig feet and call it a day. You know. I don't know why I'm buying groceries. Well, shit, I do know why I'm buying groceries. I gotta eat because I got to move, y'all. We got to move, y'all. We moving, y'all. Okay, let me not jinx myself. Let me just let all of this shit happen. Okay. Sending prayers to all mothers. This is tragic. This is so freaking tragic. I ain't gonna tell you it's not tragic. It is tragic as hell. It is tragic as hell. But again, there's no way in hell when I first saw this, what he did to his mom, that I didn't know. I didn't have to click on the next photo that shout out to Paris Milan for posting it. I didn't have to click on the next photo to know that he's done this before. He did it to his mom. If you could do it to your mom, you did it to anybody. Doreen sent us $20. She said, for love your content. Thank you so much. Like I said, y'all are thoroughly, I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much, Doreen. That is thoroughly appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it so much. You got to get a lot of shit done, y'all. So I appreciate all the donations. Trying to get the P.O. box back up. I got a lot of shit I got to do. You know, catching up. Christmas is a bitch. But thank you so much. I appreciate everybody. We got to get a lot of this shit done. Plus, y'all know we have our, I'm working on building our first course. It is a lot harder than I thought it would be, y'all. But we are getting it done. We're getting it done. We're getting it done. It's going to be amazing. Thank you all for being here all of these years. Okay, I appreciate you all. She said it's a damn shame you gotta be with your. But again, when your son is a perv, your son is a perv. Your son is a perv. Your son is a perv. This ain't like this ain't no. Oh, my son was. You know, my son been great. Ain't never been accused or convicted of SA. But then he come and he do this shit to his mama. He never been accused. I never had no thought or idea that he may have done this. My girl child ain't come and say, well, what's his name? Thing did this to me, you know, and I was like, oh, Melvin did this to me, and I shushed her off and say, you know, no, he didn't. You misunderstood, or it was your fault, or whatever the fuck these mamas be saying, you know. No, you know when your son is a perv. You know. Don't give me that bullshit. You know if your son is a perv. Ooh. Ooh, she says, Yeah, that's what I said. No. That's why I said wait. Because you didn't know your son is autistic and you know he hurt your but this ain't the same thing, sis. That's why I said wait on it. Don't even throw your hat in this conversation. You don't want it. No, it's not. Nope. Just it's the wows. It's the wows. Everybody's like, because how can you be aware of your but how can you beware of your own blood? Because he's done it before. That's my point. Because it's not, listen, it ain't never gonna be the son that ain't never been accused of SA. I'm not talking about if your son done pop the nigga in the hood, he gonna come and argue. I ain't saying that. If your son is out here doing things to children and to women, if he's intimidating to children and to women, if he's been accused of those sort of behaviors to children and to women, that's how you can know, right? I'm not talking about your son bust a nigga in the head down the block. I'm not talking about that sort of son, even though you need to get him help too, because why are you so violent? That's not the same kind of help. I'm not afraid of my son. I'm not afraid of my child. My mom, I'm busting their head. My brother busting their head. You know, it has happened. My mama is not afraid of us. My mama's not afraid of us. She doesn't have a reason to be, right? Because we won't assault our mom. Someone who SAs people in their home, sisters, nieces, y'all know the deal. You know that chatter they have around in the family. This one did it to this one did it to that. I had one of y'all, I don't even want to say where. One of y'all sent me a message basically and told me that her family was blaming her and mad at her because she made some comments about one of her uncles doing some shit to her, and they kicked her out of Christmas dinner. They kicked her out. Because why are you saying that and for other people to see? I think she posted on TikTok. I'm not sure. I don't know. They kicked her out of the Christmas dinner. Then her other little cousins were hitting her up or some shit like that to let her know that, oh, this uncle did it to me too, and this uncle did. Like, people know. People know. That person. She said he will get in prison when they find out what he did repeatedly. I love Paris too. Paris is so dope. And Paris follows us. And she know who I am, which blew my mind. I was like, oh, for real? She does. She likes our content too. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. I really, really do. You know, when some certain people, you be like, oh shit, you know who I am? Oh shit, you know, there's a million motherfuckers on YouTube. So thank you. She said he is a child of the devil. That's why the girlfriend bringing him over at 8:30 in the morning. That's a question you have to ask yourself. Does she not want to leave him in her house with her kids? That's a question you have to ask yourself. Why was the girlfriend bringing him over at 8:30 in the morning? Hold on. Y'all know I am about my ankles. Why was the girlfriend bringing him over at 8:30 in the morning and then left him? Did she not want to leave him in her house with her children while she went to work or some shit? She said, it triggering me. There's a mom's worst fears. Girl, you're fine. Your son is not out here getting accused of shit like that in school. Okay. Like I said, it starts from early. You have to recognize that shit and stop playing these games. Stop playing these games. When something is wrong with your kid, it's our job as parents. These are the mothers who say the streets raised my child. No, bitch, you did. And apparently you did a piss poor job because you've been making excuses for him doing this shit to girls for I don't even know how long. Y'all, I'm really going to hate having to redo this whole studio. I'm going to hate it, but I'm going to love it. I'm going to hate it, but I'm going to love it. We're going to have to redo all of this shit. Oh my God. All right. I'm so excited. Okay. I'm excited again because shit, like finally, this shit been stressing me out. But you know what? Patience is the virtue. As long as all of this paperwork go through cool, I'm just, every time I pick up the phone, I'm like, Lord, y'all send out good vibes and good prayers for me to counteract all the haters trying to send out bad prayers for me. Okay. Just please. um yes, all donations are welcome, please and thank you. um she said it's the essay to his mother that's getting me. Yeah, he don't care. Like I said, I always, men who do this, they'll even tell you if you read them psychotic books, or if you ever watch Criminal Minds, because a lot of this shit is based off of facts. Like a lot of these people who kill women and all of this stuff, the upper room, it a lot of the times dates back to their moms, for whatever the case is. Whatever the fucking case is. I don't know. Maybe they seen something happen. Maybe they But I would assume that if somebody is out here RN girls, you're RN people in your family, that he R'd mommy too. And mommy just ain't talking about it. I'm gonna be real with you. I knew this girl back in the day. Her uncle R'd her. She was older than us. We were like 20. We were like, why is she hanging with us? She was like 28. We were literally like 2021 hanging out in her house her apartment all the time. A group of us. You know how it is. Gang. Anyway, well, not gang, but you know, we was chilling. Anyway. And we used to be in her house all the time, and she would have to go pick up groceries for her grandmom who lived there in the block, right? And her uncle lived there, and it was just to blow my mind because her uncle essayed her when she was little. Nobody's ever done anything about it. They used to drop nieces and shit over to the house. Only person who lived in that house was her old ass grandma, who couldn't really do anything, and him. And I would think that he would do things still to her, the 28-year-old, when she went over there and took groceries. She would go over there, buy groceries for the house, okay, and do their laundry. Do the grandmother's laundry. But in my opinion, she did everybody's laundry. And I think he still used to do stuff to her. And I used to think, and this is when I was 21, I used to think at nighttime he probably doing stuff to the moms, to his moms. She ain't gonna say nothing. She been telling everybody in her family, you know, that they lying and don't say nothing, and oh, he didn't mean it, and all of this shit for decades. So now that you old and incapacitated, he doing it to you too. Hold on. I think I just got approved. We gonna wait on it. I have one more approval. He's sending it somewhere. He's sending it to the boss. Oh my god. Okay. We oh god. My okay, shut the fuck up. All right. Let's get back to these comments, y'all. Let's get back to these comments. Okay. Whew. Champagne, if you don't know it by now, you will never. I'm sorry. I know we in a mood because this is some horrible story we talking about. But my thing is getting sent to the last approval, and then okay. Oh, the hardest part is done. The hardest part is done. Oh my God. Oh my God. She said, I'm sorry, under the jail. But I think anybody who takes it from a woman or dude, I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all know I'm from the hood, y'all. You know, and I know it's fucked up. I'm gonna say this. I know it's fucked up. You know, I could deal with a dude who popped another dude. I could deal with that all day. I could deal with that. I can deal with that. If you did some wild shit when you was 16, 17, and you, I've been with a nigga who, I ain't gonna hold you, I ain't gonna lie here and say I was not. Okay, they had changed their life around and they was doing it. They was making bank now. Cool. Because y'all know all I care about is stability. You know, but a woman, anything. I don't give a fuck if it was back in the day. You are the woman. You did something to a child. That's what the background checks me and my homegirls be running is about. But you know, I ain't gonna deal with a dude who's a scammer because they're gonna fucking try to scam me. But things like that, we from the hood. I comprehend it. But women and children, oh hell no. No. And if you try to make any fucking excuse for it, this is the karma. You praying. What was for? She prayed over her son. And God said, no, I'm going to show you who your son is. And I know that sounds horrible that I just said that. That sounds horrible. I told y'all not to use the words, okay? I told you essays. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to put you in timeout. If I see any of the words, I'm gonna put you in timeout. Okay? If you wrote S assault fully and I see it, I'm gonna put you in timeout. You better off donating to my channel for me not to. I'm very serious. This too. And I'm so glad. And I know people, you know, like, oh, you know, we stopped having babies. It's not that we're stopped having babies as women. It's not that. It's not that. Women would love to. It's the struggling by ourselves. It's a lot of these men need to do better. Get wives. Go stop thinking that the woman is just going to foot everything on her back and raise you and you're just going to abandon her with children. No. Because when your son, we spoke last month about a little boy who his mama right in the face because she didn't want to buy him a virtual reality. That was in December, right before Christmas, because she didn't want to buy him a virtual reality headset. Y'all remember? We made a story about it. She didn't want to buy him a VR headset. There was no father in sight. Nobody to show that young man how to be a man. We're out here, me, you know, other women, showing women how to be better for themselves so they can then be better for whatever situation they get into. When we have a plethora of male creators not being accountable for nothing and not letting these men know that they have to man up in this world to be able to take care of their child. I had a whole guy on one of my, I don't even know what I wrote, child, on one of my posts. And I was like, yo, y'all men need to do better. And he was like, yeah, because like your dad, you know, your dad who abandoned you. I'm like, no, baby, I have a father. There are people out here who raise their children, even in a divorce. My parents got a divorce, who raise their children, who do not make excuses, who go out and get a fucking job, who don't say, I don't want to pay child support, so I'm not going to work. I'm mad at her because she put me on child support. The reality is, if you was out here, if a man who is able to take care of himself, hello, can take care of child support. The only niggas I know that's bitching over child support are men who live off of women and can hardly take care of themselves. Hello. The only men that I know who whining and bitching over child support when the real nuts and bolts of this child living is on the mama's back. You got them every other weekend, child. I gotta feed them. I gotta do all of this shit with your little $200 or whatever the fuck you provide every week, every other week. The real nuts and bolts. Only men who are not capable of taking care of themselves, and I don't mean renting a room like your name is Kevin Samuels. Yes, I threw the dead in it. There are men out here who provide for their children. There are men out here who provide for themselves. There are men out here who have whole apartments by themselves, not living off of a woman. Those men pay child support if they're not with the women, if they're divorced, if they're not together anymore. There's people who do that. Instead of making an excuse as to why you want to be the deadbeat that your father was. Because when we have nobody to raise our boys, or raise our children, period. Girls need fathers too. Girls without fathers are real tragic to me, but that's another story for another day. It's a balance. Because somebody needed to check his ass in the 3rd grade when he was out there doing this disrespectful shit. Instead of y'all giggling and acting like it's so cute that your son is disrespectful. Somebody, a male role model needs to be there to show him how you treat a woman, and that you don't do shit like this, and that you don't force yourself on women, and that you don't, and that's just not okay behavior. Even if it's just to keep keep him from resenting women because he resents you. Because his father's not around. Not the father who abandoned him. You. Us. That's why you ain't supposed to be no nigga baby mama. That's why you supposed to base your picking of a man over his mature, based off his being stable, off of his maturity. And I don't mean no old nigga who, cause he old, he mature. No, these niggas be 80 and fucking act like they 20. Over his mental maturity, over how he has proven he will be there for the people who matter the most to him. Not him being cute or being hot or got a BBC. About him able to provide for himself and take care of himself like a big grown man. Let's get back to some of these comments. Please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and donate to your girl, because I be putting in that work. You see my Cash App on the screen. Thank you so much. I don't care if it's $1, $5, 20, or 50, girl. Thank you so much. And we out of here. Okay, let me. Patience, JoJo. Patience. We're moving. Y'all already know. Just one floor down, one apartment to the side. Ew. One floor down, one apartment to the side. Ew. We're moving. So if you would like to get us something off our housewarming wish list, we will be having a housewarming party, okay? Online party when we get downstairs. When I open up all my amazing stuff, shout out to people who have already started purchasing things. The link is in the description. It says Amazon housewarming wish list. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, sorry. Thank y'all so much. She said it's snowing. It looked nasty outside, but I gotta go to the meat market. I gotta get me some pig feet and maybe some chicken. I might grab a little bit of meat and throw it in the freezer. I don't want to get too much stuff because we're moving, but I need to buy groceries. So she said make sure he didn't hurt anyone else. She said the buck stops here, buddy. Child. Chris said he deserved to be put away. He's a savage. He's a savage, but he's been a savage. That's what I now that we really think about what the hell happened. Why did the girlfriend drop him off over there at 8:30 in the morning? Because she, in my opinion, this is my opinion, 1,000% my opinion, is because she didn't want to leave him at home in her house with her children. Why the fuck would the girlfriend bring him to his mother's house at 8:30 in the morning? That's not even visiting times. Make that make sense. She brought him over there because she was scared that he might have did something to her kids. That's my opinion, and I'm going to stand by it, and I'm going to stand beside it. Listen, I told you we doing things. I'm moving around. I was taking phone calls. You have to be on it. Today is a phone call type of day. Today was a phone call and food delivery type of day. I had to answer questions, okay? I answered questions, and now my shit is on the way for the final approve. Okay. That was my neighbor saying, the old lady, she's like, why all the food out here? Why all the food out here? I said, I know, I'm working. She know I work at 12. I was like, she was like, why the food out here? Oh. She said, I bought, what? She should have did that. That's a story for another day. Let's move down, y'all. Let's move down because I'm an hour behind y'all. She said, why is she praying on her sound now? This is something she should have continued since she found out she was with him. Mother's prayer for their child throughout their lives. I think because he was accused of something, he probably was accused of something else. Or maybe he was let out of jail finally. Maybe he was let out of jail, or maybe it's another accusation. Maybe it's an accusation that had something. Listen. How do y'all allow perverts to live with y'all? That's another question I have. How do you allow somebody that's been convicted of a SA to live with you and your children? Even if, it's not true. Even an accusation of a SA. How do you do that? Not in my motherfucking wildest dreams could I ever imagine anyone convicted of or accused of an SA to live with me or even to be in my presence. How the fuck do you do that? What the fuck is with the girl who was dating him? Is it that? Are y'all that desperate for dick? Get a rose. Get a rose. Get a rose. Go fuck Pookie before you fuck SA. Don't let Pookie move in either. But go fuck Pookie who shot the nigga down the block before you go fuck SA. Okay? Don't even do that though. Don't even do that. I'm just saying. She said in other cultures, the son would have been dragged and beat out of the community and a mother would remain silent. So it happens in other communities. That's why I said it happens. Pastor Patrick said, now more than ever, the involvement of men in these young men's life is very important. This is so reprehensible and terrible. My heart goes out to the victims. Yes, Patrick, 1,000%. Fathers need to be here. This is why I do not promote single motherhood. I don't listen. If we just gonna go through it and then you somehow end up getting a divorce, this is what it is. I do not promote this shit. If I've learned anything in my 42 years of life, this whole I could do it by myself shit that started happening and when I was like 18, 17, 18, those kids are real fucked up. Not to say that the kids before weren't effed up, but when there are no male, just having babies for niggas who don't want you, who don't want to be in your life. So you know they ain't gonna want to be in. I saw some girl posted, he didn't want me, but God wanted me with a pregnancy test. Why are you even having babies for a nigga who don't want you? And you know the gag of it? These same girls will do that. And then the next pregnancy, after they struggling, they'll abort that baby. When you should have aborted this, fuck an abort. When you should have been on birth control. To not even have, why do you want to have a baby with a nigga who don't want to be there? And then want to complain that he ain't there when he told you he don't want to be there. And now you're raising an angry fucking child because he is made and does not have no daddy because his daddy didn't want him to be there. So now he resents who? All of us. Because he can't fix his face to resent the nigga who actually abandoned him. So he takes it out on who's there. Who's that? Mommy. The sisters. The nieces, the nephews. He can't take it, the little nephews who are too small to fight back. Boys need guidance. Boys need fathers. Boys need fathers. Girls need fathers too, trust me. Boys need fathers to show them how to be a man. Boys don't learn through, they need to see. Probably nowhere. Patrick said this should never ever happen. In this case, it does. Young fellas need counseling. I agree. Mature peer intervention. I agree. There are a lot of things which can be addressed. Shake my head. It's a lot. Like we need to. I'll try, Patrick. Listen, I need to stop being demonetized. I need my coins, my bucks, my dollars, okay, so we can get this channel together. It's great, but I need my shine. I need my shine. I need my shine. Okay. I am, and I'm still trying not to. I'm still trying not to. Girl, when I say this shit, I just spent $34 on things that literally last year I kind of buy the same, we all buy the same kind of groceries, would have probably cost me about $200 and something, if that, like $200 worth of groceries. Now went up to $334. These people do not understand how much groceries cost. These men don't understand how much groceries cost. She said, Patrick also said there were missed opportunities when the fellow was a child. I concur. This violent debauchery can't be the standard. Yeah, and it don't just happen out of nowhere. That's my point. It doesn't just, he's not 30 and this is the first time he did some essay shit. That's not the reality. No, he's been doing this shit forever. But it wasn't you. But my son. Child, eggs is like $8. Even the bullshit eggs is giving you like $6.99. Mahogany said this is why she's glad her son has positive black male role models. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, just me. Hey, Jada girl. I'm not even gonna read that because I'm disgusted. Because you're right. These debauchery of men. And they scream so loud. They scream so loud that it would make you think that they are a majority. They are not. I need to be very clear with that. They scream the debauchery of them all, the no accountability of them all. And even without a daddy, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Well, essay, whatever. But even without a daddy, at what age do we grow the fuck up? He said the behavior was apparent and never acknowledged. Shake my head. When does it stop? Essay is a behavior which is ingrained and deeply rooted in a family of color. Shame and non-acknowledgement. That's what I'm saying. It happens. And that's what I really feel like it happens so much more than people are willing to acknowledge. Especially to their moms who allowed this shit to go down for years. It's the same, like we say, he always go back from some girl house to his mom house, some girl house to his mom house. And a lot of the times he be the last person living in the house with the moms. Because the girls is out of here. The girls is out. He's not accountable. He's in. He angry that my mom ain't. What, then another nigga shoot his mom. We made a video about that too, like a month ago. Because she didn't teach me how to be a man. She can't do that. We're women. She can't do that. She didn't teach me how to be a man, so she killed his mom. Did he do that? It's a white guy. But didn't that happen? She said a lot of people know you, they just don't know it. Very true. Leona. Hi, Leona. She said 1 million people on YouTube, and yet and still there are only a handful of Black female content creators who are discussing the topics and issues that need to be talked about in Black female spaces. Thank you so much. I try. A guy told me that male pedos would instantly stop if women stopped protecting them from the men who would handle them. Sir, males are the ones who violating us in the first place. Trust be broken. Her son. That's what I'm really thinking, like, everybody is protecting this dude. The fact that he has a girlfriend is wild to me. I ain't gonna hold you. And the fact that I really, now that I think about it, think that the girlfriend dropped him off so he wouldn't, or maybe someone accused him of doing something in her house with her kids. Because what did you dropping him off at 8:30 in the morning to his mama house for? That don't even make no sense. Right? Tell me that shit makes sense. That don't make no sense. Why are you dropping him off at 8:30 in the morning to his mama house? So you could go to work or whatever. These niggas should be homeless out on the street. They should be fucking in jail, out in the street, or just. I'm sorry, Patrick. I'm not gonna click on that. I don't, I'm sorry. She said I was happy and sad at the same time. It will stop as quick as they start. No, I think they are just who they are, especially when you allow it to continue since childhood. Like I ain't gonna hold you. I'm telling you, there's at least one boy in my child's school that one of these days, in 10 or 15 years, I'ma see his ass on the news. I'ma see his ass on the news for SA. I swear to you. And his mother probably gonna be there talking about, not my son, not my son. But your son been doing shit and trying to girls on the booty and all of this shit since the 3rd grade, and you've been making excuses for him. She said doesn't sound real. We don't want it to sound real. Honestly. We got a donation. She said I came across this saying, I would rather adjust my life to the absence than adjust my boundaries to accommodate your disrespect. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for that quote, because it is true. It is true. I would adjust my life. It's hard. You love people, you want to be with people, but like you have to choose you. If they won't, if they, people, some people are just like that, regardless. And that's not even just keto vibes. That's just anything really. It's like, and the reality is, if you allow somebody to disrespect you, they're going to continue to disrespect you. And it ain't no stopping. It's just going to get worse and worse and worse. And you better off just calling it a motherfucking day. Hey, girl.
Hey. Okay, so first of all, make sure you guys hit that like button. Subscribe if you like the vibe. Share if you care. Feel free to donate. You can donate to Jovi Beauty on all monetary platforms, which is Venmo, PayPal, and especially the Cash App. Feel free to super chat, super sticker, either or. We appreciate it. Super
Sure
love
do.
watching this video after it's over. But listen, I came up here because I noticed you had mentioned my comment, but I wasn't talking about what that part being said. I was talking about where I've only witnessed Greenleaf, and it could be more, but again, I've only witnessed where Greenleaf kind of put a light on pedos not being
Greenleaf the
just
show,
for
you
a
mean?
small period. You say who?
You said Greenleaf the show?
Right, Greenleaf the show,
Okay.
because they shined a light on pedos not just being for a small segment of time. Or
Mm.
that these pedos can't do something to you and then do something to somebody else as well, because the uncle was the one that was or let me rephrase, the guy was doing it to his sister, right, the younger
Okay.
sister, and then turned around and did it to the other sister's
Okay.
daughter.
Oh,
So it showed how it can go through a generation, and some people act like it can just never happen. So that's what I was saying. I was happy that it shined a light on that, even
mm-hmm.
though it's a sad thing. But this is the honesty of it.
This the
Because I get tired
reality.
of people
It
who
don't
be
just
like,
happen one
oh,
time and
that's,
then
yeah, like,
poof
oh, that
stop.
was when, back in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Like, no, unc slash grandpa slash cousin slash big brother slash big sister, auntie. It, if they do it, most likely,
More than
if you're
not,
still doing it,
90,
you probably were not the first.
ninety-nine
You ain't gonna
percent
be
of
the
the
last.
time, 99% of the time, if they
Ugh,
did it once, they doing it again.
right.
It's
Like,
not,
why?
they don't
If
age
you
out of
know
it.
this guy did this to you, or if you know Auntie such and such did this to you, why would you bring your children around them? Like
I
some people be like, well,
I
I
don't
don't want
know.
to miss the family function. First of all, did you tell the family? Because some of us have told family, and those family members still be close to the very person that violated you.
Mm-hmm. Fuck
So I'm like,
family.
you sitting up here talking about family, 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 and you don't want them to think that you don't love everybody, or you don't want to seem like the black sheep or whatever. You're supposed to protect your children.
You supposed to
I will
protect your
never get
children.
that. I couldn't believe one time I had to remind somebody like, hey, such and such is rumored to have done such and such as kid. So when he told your daughter to come over and sit on his lap, why did I go over and snatch her back down like, oh, she good. She good. Don't nobody want to sit on your lap. Can you go to your mama, tell your mama I said I want to talk to her? Because, he did that and she walked off into the kitchen. Now I'm looking at you like you suspect.
Now you
Now you can't
suspect
be
because
around my daughter either.
now I feel like you serving your kids up to the pedophiles.
Right.
That's
You
how I
serve your
feel.
kids up. I know you'll serve mine up.
There you go. You serving your that's how I feel. You serving your kid up to the pedos. Um and like you said, you'll do that to yours. You definitely keep doing that to mine, and mine can't be around you. Period. End of story. I don't care about no
Period. End of
family. I
story.
care about the safety of my kid. Fuck family, fuck all of that shit. I care about the safety of my child. That's
Your
the only thing
family,
that
your
matters.
feelings, all of
Fuck your
that.
family. I don't
I
care
don't
about
have time for
family.
that. And I'll even
I,
go a step further. There are some people, and y'all probably about to get me for this one, but there are some people where if I know they've been assaulted before, but they act a certain way with their life,
yeah,
I
I
don't
won't
allow
do it.
myself nor my daughter to be around them either. Because
That's
some of
true.
them will probably be okay with getting paid to set you up.
Yep. They're not.
Misery loves company sometimes, folks.
Yep.
So you got to be careful about stuff like that. I'm not trying to say, they don't deserve to be treated normal or not seen like something could happen. I'm saying if you notice a certain type of those,
Yep. They're weird.
right,
They're
you
weird.
protect your children.
They're
You
weird. They
protect
don't. Those
yourself.
people who don't protect their children. Those people who some wild stuff happened to them. I had shit. I got those type of people in my family. Some wild shit happened to them. But now you the type that you let a whole bunch of niggas just chill in your house. You the type that this happened or that happened. Or you just too lax with certain things. Means to me that you will allow these things to happen. You'll sell your fucking kid.
Yep.
You'll sell mines. There was an article I just saw it. Some I think it was on site or one of them. I was like, I'm gonna make a video, but I was like, I don't even want to because this shit sounds so tragic.
Mm.
Somebody dropped off their teenage daughter, and the teenage daughter's homegirl paid for the rooms so they couldn't be in there with two adult men who I get was selling their bodies to them. I guess I don't know.
Mm.
Like, you already know that the person who did this, whether there was the father, the mother, whoever the frick it was essayed growing up
Most likely. Because
and
she
was
was too
real
calm and
weird.
too collective about doing that.
There you
That's
go.
crazy.
Was essayed
That is
growing
too
up
crazy
and
for
is
me.
too calm, too collective, and make excuses for when shit like this happen. That's why I say I watch people who are R. Kelly enthusiasts. I watch people who make excuses for the likes of the Tory Lanez or any man who do wow. You always got an excuse. Your
Yep.
first response when some wild, freaky, weird shit happen is, well, they don't do that to white men. No,
Child,
no.
the excuses of it all. I Amazingly, I have been deleting people quick, fast, and in a hurry in the last couple of years. It based on like the Megan Thee Stallion and Tory thing, the R. Kelly and everybody else thing, even the Cosby thing. And for a good minute, I was on the Cosby side until I started reading stuff and listening to stuff. And then his own words when Harvey Weinstein was sent to prison. I'm like, so you okay with the pedo? You talking about it's a sad day when somebody like him ends up getting prison time? Nonetheless, I had to get rid of some folks. You know what I'm saying? I just recently got rid of somebody that I've known him. I'm 41. I've known him for 30 years. 30 years. And I had to get rid of him because he said, well, look what they did with Bill Cosby. That whole thing was a conspiracy. Sir, did you happen to read the deposition? The only reason why he got out is because he wasn't supposed to have been arrested in the first place. They wasn't supposed to prosecute him for doing that. But you do realize he did
Because
it
to
though.
them, R isn't something that's a big deal. That tells me
Yeah.
using R is not a big deal. Like, oh,
It's
why
like,
they they sentenced him to how long? It was just the R word.
how about the Tory thing? It me and him, we had a good 5 minutes where he went into that, and I said, "Well, let me ask you a question. How do you feel about the Tory thing? Because see, we ain't talked about it." And he was like, "I think they trying to give him too many years. It ain't like he killed, it ain't like he caved the girl." And I was like, "But he could have. You're aware of that, right? He was very reckless." I was like, "It ain't just one charge; it's 3 charges, and he's guilty on all 3." Well, they should just send him back to his own country. Let him do that to they folks over there. So to another black woman over there, most likely, because he ain't gonna pow no white chick.
Nope. Nope.
So I'm like, y'all want him to scapegoat? I was like, I tell you what, I would have never thought you would have said anything. And then he started spouting a bunch of Kevin Samuels slash Manosphere
Oh,
points
girl,
or
I tell you,
so-called
I had to end
points.
a friendship with one of my only male friends that I've had for like 20 something years behind him. You need to listen to Kevin Samuel.
Couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. Isn't that crazy? Couldn't believe it. I mean, okay, there's some things that I can disagree with him, but the stuff that he was talking about, or agree with some of the stuff with Kevin, some of the stuff he was talking about, though, are things where I'm like, I didn't know you turned into that type. That last girlfriend must have hurt you real bad.
Real bad.
Because the stuff you talking about, like, if black men get it so hard in this world, y'all not dropping like we are. I'm like, let me ask you a question.
We are
When you look
dropping
at the
dead by the
news,
hands of them.
right? I'm like, when you look at the news, how many times do you hear about a woman, black woman, being harmed, beat, taken out of this world, versus you talking about all of this with the white cops? I seem to hear it more than one time a day. And I'm not going to put one pain over the other, but will y'all please stop acting like victims? If I can tell women that and y'all be okay with me telling women that, why I can't tell y'all that?
There you go.
Like
There
we
you go.
both, it's some of us, we got some on both sides that act like victims, but then we have some that are really victims. They actually went through something. You, sir, you didn't go through anything. You, ma'am, you didn't go through anything, not for what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You talking about you made selections that you shouldn't have made. And now you're 40 still making those same
Same.
decisions.
Mm-hmm.
These are your same choices, and you want to be mad at everybody. You at the
Everybody.
barber shop in the hood complaining about the same 3 women. So because of these same 3 women y'all done chased around in the hood, we're all bad. Same thing go for the women. Women, you sitting up here having babies with the same guys.
Trash ass niggas.
Yeah. And then you blaming all of the men.
That's
And
why
then
I
y'all
keep
get on
saying,
YouTube with
I'm
the
like,
loudest voices.
they are not the they are not the majority. They're just the loudest. Like, they're
Yes.
not the majority. Their ignorance is just the loudest. Because the real men are out too busy
Yes.
out there working, and they not on social media yelling and screaming and doing all. They ain't even on social media like that to be doing all of that shit.
Right. And the women ain't the ones sitting up there online 6, 8, 10, 12 hours
Mm-hmm.
complaining about guys and then still sleeping with guys
The
that
same
ain't worth
guy.
them sleeping with. Amazing. But that is it. That is all for me. I feel like I have my aggression up, but I just got done doing a little workout. I was listening. I was in the chat and then I was like, okay, gotta do my workout.
Get it,
And then as soon as
girl.
I heard you say something, I was like, oh, let me make sure she get what I'm talking about. Let me click on real quick. My aggression is up. Okay. I'm
I
trying to
feel
keep
you.
this body right.
I feel you, girl.
So I will talk to you guys later. Make sure that you guys again hit that like button. Subscribe if you like the vibe. Share if
Mhm.
you care. There is a wish link in the description box.
Yay!
Go ahead and hit it up. Other ways that you can support Jovi B and her channel is by doing those things that I said, like, share, subscribe. Those are all free. You can also join the membership.
Sure
It's
can.
very easy to join the membership, even if I ain't drop it just now in the chat. It is youtube.com/Jovi Beauty/join. See how simple that is? Very
So
simple. youtube.com/join/Jovi Beauty. Also, one last thing. Make sure y'all go over there and check out www.jovibeauty.com. We need the traction over there. Go ahead and
sure
check
do.
out the website. Check out the ebook that she got. Part 2 will be coming out. Get
Yes,
ready for it. But since
please.
part 1 is already out there on knowing, uh, blah, blah, I almost said it
How
wrong.
to know when
How
a
to
man
know
is
when a
using
man
you.
is using you.
I wrote a book if y'all ain't know.
That's right. Go ahead. Start off your new year knowing how to know so that you don't have to be on here like a bitter Betty complaining about dudes that you know you shouldn't have been talking to in the
In the
first
first
place.
place. There you go.
Okay, and I'm out. I'm going to continue to celebrate my little birthday week.
Go ahead. Happy birthday, Jada. Enjoy
Thank
yourself,
you,
girl.
girl. Yes, ma'am. Bye.
Okay, guys. Where are we? Oh, thank you so much for the $10 super sticker. Okay, appreciate y'all so much. Thank you so much. Um, um, Shanice said, I agree. The girlfriend didn't trust him. I don't allow anyone in my presence if they're accused of SA. I definitely wouldn't speak life into someone who was causing destruction. That too. I believe this. I believe the girlfriend was like, no, he can't be in my house. Um, she said, Lacey said, I couldn't imagine the hurt the mom is going through. I couldn't imagine because even in those situations, you would think, oh, you know when your son, you just don't want to admit it to other people, but you know. But she really thought he wouldn't have did that shit to her. That's what it is. She thought he wouldn't do that shit to her, and he did. And like I said, I thoroughly believe if these men do that shit, if they do that to family or whatever, they gonna do it to you, sis. They gonna do it to you. As soon as they catch you in a position, energy, old head nigga living in your house. She said she shouldn't have tagged the girlfriend. She has a child. It seems like she was feeling a way about her leaving him there because she knew. She know her son. She was praying over her son. That's your son. She needed to take care of her children. Miss Rice said, "This me too, me and you too." She said, "This the main reason my child can't go to everybody's house or not. I want to know how everybody who lives in their house. Facts, facts. That's why anytime it's something with my kid, they let them come over here. Like with her little friends, she don't really go by nobody's house. Like my dad, she go by my dad." But that's my dad, and I know my dad, my little sister. You know what I'm saying? But friends and shit like that. No, I don't really do family members like that, even though, but anybody who, even if you have a man, can't happen. If it's can't happen. If it's boys in the house, can't happen. Even again, you can't even trust these women out here. Okay, call a spade a spade. You can't trust these women out here too. These little girls out here, these older girls out here, you can't trust people. Okay, you have to know what it is. When they having a little sleepover, them niggas come over here because they know I am how I am, and I ain't got no men in this house. Even when I did have a man living in this house, and other people would come over, it would be he ain't gonna be here. He working. He ain't coming here. He going. He'll be staying at somebody else's house, and he will not be here when these little girls are over here. No shade. No shade. No. Oh, I think he would. Nah, none of that. But no, that's just a given. Hell no. Let's keep going. We at 149. I really don't want this to go to 2 hours. Oh, we done. That's not oh man, but I well, like I said, it's not even the majority of men. I don't want us to even think that majority of the men are pook in this world are pookie or are essays or any wild shit like that. Or even manosphere idiots, right? Or bums, right? I was raised by, and I have a family full of men who provide, who have great jobs or 401ks and are married, and some who aren't even married, but they take care of their children. I have a couple that don't, but majority of them, they take care of their children, they provide for their families, they have great careers, right? There are men out here with whole careers, right? Right? Everybody ain't a pookie. Everybody ain't a fucking Ray Ray. It's you keep picking the fucking these type of niggas, you keep gonna get this type of fucking response, right? But I'm done, and I'm gonna get out of here because I literally still have to go to I gotta get the groceries and bring them in here. Then I still gotta go to the meat market, and then I want to go buy me some bread. I might make a sandwich. Have y'all seen that TikTok sandwich? I'm thinking about making that TikTok sandwich. We'll see. I'm either gonna make the TikTok sandwich or I'm gonna make my I don't know, y'all. Maybe I should make the pig feet tomorrow and just start it off early, because I don't want to be cooking pig feet now. It's gonna take a couple of hours. It's already 2 o'clock. By the time I go to the store, it's probably gonna be like 3 or 4 o'clock. Nobody won't be making pig feet at 10 o'clock at night, child. I'm done. Anyway, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna get these groceries, and I'm gonna try to see if I could drop another video today. But if I can't, hopefully everything checks out. I will be getting my approval, and I will be out of here on the 1st. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I know, I want you. Now, again, my Amazon wish list is in the description and also on the top. If you hit the main page, they have follow, subscribe. Then you see an Amazon box that take you to my Amazon wish list. Don't forget to donate to the channel. Don't forget to share this video. Share if you care. Share it on your Facebook. Since she tagging hoes, you share it and you tag mommy. Okay, you tag mommy because listen. You share it on your Facebook, share it on your Twitter. Okay, follow me on my Twitter. Okay, IG is cool, but I would prefer you following my Twitter because my Twitter be turned up. All right, and I'm trying to get my Twitter monetized anyway. So I appreciate y'all. I love you all. Of course, we eat pig feet. What kind of raw-size question is that? Anyway, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.